Welcome guys to Downtown Daybreak, the future home of the Salt Lake Bees. As a family man and a resident of Daybreak and a diehard baseball fan, I could not be more excited about having the Bees make this their new home. I will be releasing information as soon as it becomes available about what's happening right here in Daybreak, specifically regarding the ballpark, but also the restaurants and the other things that are coming right here to Downtown Daybreak. I am walking across the land that is the first phase of the development of Downtown Daybreak. Everybody in Daybreak has been asking the question, what is coming? When is it going to be announced? And most importantly, where is the ballpark going to be located? As many people know, the new AAA baseball team ballpark will be built right here in Daybreak. And although they haven't given us a precise location, today I just wanted to give you a little bit of a tour of this land and show you what's coming. And I'm also going to jump onto my computer and show you a map of the area so that you know exactly what's happening. But also, I want to keep you as well informed about everything that's coming to Daybreak, especially in the Downtown Daybreak development as this happens and unfolds over the coming 5, 10, and even 15 years. It's really funny how these commercial developments, including restaurants, sports complex, a ballpark, office space, and all of the above, these things really play heavily into how we live and our lifestyle right here in Daybreak, but they also affect our home values. So I've noticed a lot of people chime in about what their thoughts are about the ballpark coming, and I have a strong feeling that it's going to get a lot of support being right here in Daybreak. The first phase of Downtown Daybreak will take place from Lake Avenue all the way to Big Sur at the north and between Granville and the Mountain View corridor to the west. So that's the quadrant that we're looking at, and I'll be sure to show that to you on a map here in just a moment. If we haven't met yet, my name is Scott Steele. I am a resident here in Daybreak. I've lived here for about 7 years now, and I absolutely love it. I think it's really important to get this information out to my neighbors as well as everybody in the community because it really impacts the decisions we make in terms of where we buy our next home, because so many of us want to know what's coming and how that affects our lifestyle.
Okay, so let's jump over here to the map. We're in Google Maps, we're looking at Salt Lake City. Let's jump down to the southwest quadrant of the valley to South Jordan, specifically Daybreak, which is what we're talking about today. And right here, you'll notice this is the part of Daybreak that's been developed over here, east of the Mountain View corridor. And this is the Mountain View corridor right here, running right through the heart of Daybreak. And the current developments in Daybreak are happening out here in the west, all the way close up to these mountains and Bacchus Highway out here to the west. And as you can see, right in the heart of Daybreak, there's a massive piece of land that's available for future development, and that's what we're talking about today. This is where the first phase will be happening in Downtown Daybreak. And the nice thing about Downtown Daybreak is it runs right along the Mountain View corridor, which will, of course, become a freeway. Now, as you look at this map of Downtown Daybreak, there's some of the development that's already taken place years ago, and that's the U of U Health Center down here. There's also the new fire station and police station that I'm sure most people that live here have seen. But this is the massive piece of land that we're talking about. And as you can see right here, it's in between the tracks line and the Mountain View corridor, and in between South Jordan Parkway. Actually, it's between Big Sur, which is about right here. So from here all the way down to Lake Avenue, this is the first development, and this is the development specifically that has been announced where the ballpark will be going. And the nicest part about Downtown Daybreak is they have a whole vision, as you can see in this rendering right here, with restaurants and office space and the ballpark, of course. There's going to be so much happening in Downtown Daybreak. It's going to be really cool when this thing builds out. And right here is a map showing the different parts of Downtown Daybreak. You can see all of these future developments that are coming. You can see right here this public safety center. That's where the police station and fire department are already built. There's the new library that's just been built right here. And just to the north of that will be a new performing arts center that is soon to come. We can also see that this district right here has been named the Ramble District, and other districts that will be coming soon. So it's really cool that I know this map was built before the ballpark was announced. It's going to be really interesting how they build this thing out, because they kind of have a blank canvas to work with. They can do whatever they want, which is actually harder to do than if you're restricted to a certain piece of land that is the only place you can build a ballpark.
As you can see here, there's a lot of land to yet be developed. Now, this area over here is still slated for more residential and other construction to take place. This is between Granville and the other side of Daybreak that's already developed. In other words, this is east of Granville, which is where the tracks line sits. And on this side, you'll see everything that's west of Granville, all the way to Mountain View Corridor out there in the distance. This is the first phase of Downtown Daybreak, as well as the precise location of where the ballpark will be. So one of my absolute favorite things about Daybreak is the walkability. I absolutely love being able to walk 12 houses down the street, and right there at the end of my street will be Downtown Daybreak. Please subscribe if you want to stay in tune with exactly what's happening in Downtown Daybreak, as well as the rest of Daybreak, because I'll be posting videos about absolutely everything that's announced that will be coming to Daybreak as soon as that information becomes available. And until the next video, thanks.